Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and daylight saving was last night. And I am up at the park and just thinking about some things. And, my last post, I talked about how I was told you better leave. And I did that. And sometimes I just try to check in and, run some tarot cards and look for signs and just really try to tune in and see what I can hear. And my question to universe was, am I on the right path? Am I doing what's expected? Is everything how it should be right now? Am I where I'm supposed to be? And I ran the guards last night, and no, I am not where I'm supposed to be. In fact, it was like, you better get your act together and hurry up. You're slowing the whole process down, and you're not doing what you were told to do, and you better get moving before it's too late. And I was a little in shock. A couple years ago, when I lost my contracting job at the government agency, I had I had spirit with me. I was very checked in, and spirit was guiding me, and I was learning what to do and what not to do and how to act and what to say, and I was being guided. Like, every second I was being guided, and I tuned in, and I think this is just kind of spirit's way of saying, here's what you do, here's how to fix yourself, here's how to heal. And those were teaching moments, and that faded away in a little bit, and I missed that in tune kind of relationship deeply, and I wanted to get it back, and I've never forgotten about it. But the guidance is now, at first it was to rest, but now it was, this is the time, and you're not starting from scratch this time. You're starting from experience, and you know what you need to do. And I do know what I need to do. I will tell you, some of it is easy and some of it is not. For instance, I remember when I was first staying at my mother's house, the guidance was, watch and observe, listen, sit back and watch. And I was sleeping with my kids down in the living room one evening, and it was in the middle of the night, and they were on either side of me, and my mother came down the stairs, and I could feel her quietly walk up to me, and I slightly opened my eyes, but not very much. And she leaned down to look at my face, and she wanted to make sure that I was asleep. and I think she waved her hand in front of my face or something like that. I didn't react, and as soon as she was convinced that I was sleeping, she went to the refrigerator with something, and I don't know what it was because my eyes were closed most of the way, but she had something, and she opened up the refrigerator, and in one of the plates of food, she scattered something on top of it, and I don't know what she scattered on top of it, but I know it wasn't good. And I did what I was told. I observed. But in the following days, I got this intuitive hit, like, pay attention, pay attention. You've got to be on your game, and you've got to have your intuition going. Pay attention for this, and you're going to see something. And I tried to be aware and keep on that, I guess, that vibe. Keep a lookout and watch what I was supposed to watch, and this message came in. It was like, no, you missed it, but here's a freebie, and you get a freebie. Go out onto the porch and get rid of what's there. And I went out into the porch, and this is in the middle of summer. This was like summery days. And no, I won't say it was summer. It was a warm fall. Summer, it was like a long summer. And it was supposed to be cooler at that time of year, but it wasn't. It was unusually warm, and the days were beautiful. And, we didn't have any snow in sight. But I went out onto the porch, and she had a vase full of what I think was de-icer. And it had just showed up out of nowhere. And I don't know why she put it there. It wasn't there before. It's never been there when I come over. I didn't know it was out of place. And I took that vase with the de-icer and I scattered it on some roads away from the house. And I got rid of it. And I guess that was my freebie that I missed. But that spirit explained to me, you should have caught that. And that being said, it takes a lot of energy to intuit at that level. It did. It takes energy. I won't say it wears you down, but you really got to be on your game, and there is like a succession of things you need to do to get to that level. And I realized in the reading last night that I did for myself with tarot cards, that Spirit was explaining, you need to be doing those things. You need to be doing, it's not enough to just leave. You have to get on a higher vibration. You have to do a succession of things and be on your game and get to that place, and you know how to get there. And it was like the first time was kind of like when I was learning all this initially a few years back. That was Spirit's way of kind of teaching how to heal or take care of myself. But, I've been told, like, this time it is my job to get to that place myself without any help from Spirit, because Spirit does not meet people on lower vibrations. Spirit doesn't, you can't summon Spirit to you or listen at your best on a lower vibration. You can look for signs and things like that, but you're not at your optimal on a lower vibration, and Spirit is not going to meet you there. You have to meet Spirit if you want, the kind of information that you're looking for. I guess that might be specific to me. Like, if I want the information for this gift, and if I want to utilize it and understand things, that's where I need to be. But honestly, that's where everyone needs to be at their optimal and have their best life. And the way the world works is, like, everyone has a chance to manifest anything they want. They just have to know the rules. And no one is exempt. If anyone follows the rules of manifestation, then they can have anything they want. And this world is not, how do I say it? It's not lacking materials, where if everyone were in a position and everyone were vibing really high, we all could be living a pretty amazing life. It is possible to do. But everyone would have to be following those rules of manifestation, and not everyone is. Everybody's kind of in their own place. But it is possible, I'm told. So, yeah, for me to hear my intuition and to have a really close connection with Source, which are two very important things to me. There's a series of things I need to do. So I realized it's not enough to just leave. I need to reconnect with Source, and I need to, be working on me, and heal myself. And I hadn't heard this before, but I read it lately. Like, whenever we do things that are kind of, like, excuse my language, but little chit shots of dopamine, like we play a video game, or we go online and we watch social media, or we do these little things where you get like a little quick dopamine award because you hit some kind of level in a game, or I don't know, it's just like that kind of reward program where you set a goal and then you make it. Those are all over the place for us, like on our phones and social media and video games, and like television is the worst. I've heard. Like, if I were to do nothing else, it'd be like, stay away from television. It's not good for you. And so my guidance is to give my nervous system a break. And that's from everything. That's from things like phones and caffeine. I'm not a drinker, but if I were drinking, it would include alcohol. It's any kind of drug. It'd be like Adderall if you had ADD. All of these things can affect the nervous system. And if you want to calm your nervous system, then you would remove all those things. And the interesting thing is when you calm your nervous system, your body actually wears out and it gets very tired. And as I've cut my electronic time and my social media time and my television time and my caffeine time, just a series of things, as I've cut them all out of my life, I have become greatly tired. And I think I've mentioned before in a previous video, like, there are people that surround us sometimes that are energy vampires. They zap your energy. And I think that has been a factor for me for many years, that I never realized where the source was. I did not know. But I also never realized that my nervous system needed a break. And in cutting a lot of these things out, all I've done is I work for a little bit and then I take a nap and sleep, because my body needs to rest after years of just going and going and going. And it won't need to rest forever. It just, when you have that kind of nervous system stimulation going on all the time, and then you cut it off, it's like your body is recognizing, like, oh, okay, we don't have to keep this up. We can rest. And you want to sleep. You want to take a break. And you want to rest. And that's what I'm told to do right now, is cut all that out. And I'm going to have to take it a little easy on myself. I'm still going to have to work on things. I've got a whole list of things I need to be doing. But I also need to be good to myself, be nice to myself, and make sure that I get the rest that I need, because in the upcoming future, I am going to be busy again. And that time is going to come sooner rather than later. Like, now is the time. It's like go time. And I'm supposed to connect with Source, and I'm supposed to do all those things to get to that place to where I can really hear my best from Source. And that's a tall order. That is a tall order. That's a lot. And I will admit, I guess the word is, it seems daunting. It's a big project. And I know that even at my best, there's going to be a learning process. There's going to be things I'm going to miss. And it's not always easy work to tune in. But it's what needs to be done. And so I guess I'm going to do all those things in addition to pulling my energy from my ex-husband. Whenever I make a recording, I run those cards again, and I'm always asking, is this something I should post? Is this something I need to post? And part of it is, well, yes, as you talk about things and get it out, that's your healing process. And I haven't heard, no, don't post that information yet. There's not a recording that I've put out where it's been like, you need to remove that recording. The only thing I've heard on a couple of recordings is you need to reword that. Do it again. Do it over and reword it, because there are people that are going to hear it, and you have to be careful with people. You have to be careful with their emotions and how they're going to process things. Reword it so you don't sound so harsh. And I have. So I don't know. If it's not something that needs to be posted, I guess I'm just posting some of these because it's healing to me. And the nice thing about the internet is, if you come across a recording or a posting or some kind of media and it's too much or it's boring or you don't want to hear it, you get to turn it off. Nobody's going to make anyone listen to something that they don't want to. So really, I kind of consider this recording today, here, right now, as part of a healing process for me. Okay, have a good day. Thanks. Bye.